In early September 2004, a tropical disturbance formed off the west coast of Africa, slowly strengthening as it moved across the warm waters of the Atlantic. Within days, it became a powerful hurricane, one that would go down in history as one of the most intense and destructive storms ever recorded in the Atlantic basin. Named Hurricane Ivan, this storm was no ordinary hurricane. It rapidly intensified into a Category 5 monster, fueled by the warm waters of the Caribbean. With sustained winds reaching a staggering 270 kph, 165 mph, Ivan became a force of nature that few places in its path would escape unscathed.
Hurricane Ivan carved a deadly path through the Caribbean, leaving devastation in its wake. Its first major target was Grenada, where the storm's violent winds and storm surge caused unprecedented destruction. Entire neighborhoods were flattened, buildings were torn apart, and the island's infrastructure was left in ruins. Nearly 90% of homes were damaged or destroyed, and Grenada's economy suffered a near-total collapse. As Ivan continued westward, it unleashed its fury on Jamaica, causing widespread flooding and landslides. Though the eye of the storm did not make direct landfall, the island still endured powerful winds and heavy rains, leaving thousands without homes and causing extensive damage to roads and power lines. Ivan then turned its sights on the Cayman Islands, delivering a direct hit as a Category 5 hurricane. With a storm surge of up to 10 feet and waves over 20 feet high, entire sections of the islands were submerged. The devastation was immense, with nearly every structure sustaining some form of damage. The once ideal paradise was left looking like a war zone.
After battering the Caribbean, Hurricane Ivan moved into the Gulf of Mexico, weakening slightly but still maintaining its status as a major hurricane. The storm grew in size, its outer bands stretching for hundreds of miles, making it a massive threat to the southeastern United States. On September 16, 2004, Ivan made landfall near Gulf Shores, Alabama, as a Category 3 hurricane. Winds exceeding 193 kph, 120 mph, tore through coastal communities, while storm surges of up to 14 feet swallowed entire neighborhoods. The Florida Panhandle and Alabama Gulf Coast bore the brunt of the impact, with massive flooding, power outages, and widespread destruction. Pensacola, Florida, was among the hardest-hit areas, suffering catastrophic damage to homes, bridges, and infrastructure. The iconic I-10 bridge partially collapsed, cutting off a vital transportation route. Tornadoes spawned by Ivan added to the chaos, further devastating inland areas in Georgia and the Carolinas.
Even after making landfall, Ivan wasn't finished. The storm weakened but continued its path inland, dumping torrential rain across the southeastern U.S., causing deadly flash floods and landslides. Then, in a bizarre turn, Ivan's remnants looped back into the Atlantic, re-entered the Gulf of Mexico, and briefly regained tropical storm status before making a final landfall in Louisiana. By the time Hurricane Ivan finally dissipated, it had left behind an unparalleled trail of destruction.
Hurricane Ivan left more than $26 billion in damages, making it one of the costliest hurricanes in history at the time. The human toll was devastating. At least 125 people lost their lives across the Caribbean and the United States. In the wake of the disaster, thousands were left homeless, and entire communities had to be rebuilt. Recovery efforts took years, with governments, relief organizations, and citizens working together to restore what had been lost. In Grenada and the Cayman Islands, the economic impact was particularly severe, as tourism and infrastructure took years to recover. In the U.S., the Florida Panhandle and Alabama Gulf Coast saw extensive rebuilding efforts, with stronger building codes and hurricane-resistant structures becoming a priority for future storm preparedness.
Hurricane Ivan was a stark reminder of the immense power of nature and the importance of hurricane preparedness. It exposed vulnerabilities in infrastructure, highlighted the need for improved evacuation plans, and reinforced the dangers of storm surge and inland flooding. In the years following Ivan, advancements in forecasting, emergency response, and coastal defenses were implemented to better prepare for future storms. Despite these efforts, the memory of Ivan lingers in the regions it devastated, serving as a sobering reminder of the destructive force hurricanes can unleash.
Hurricane Ivan was more than just a powerful storm. It was a catastrophic event that reshaped the lives of those in its path. Its name was permanently retired from the hurricane naming list, a testament to the devastation it caused. Though the waters have calmed and the cities have been rebuilt, the legacy of Ivan remains, etched in the memories of those who lived through its fury. As the climate continues to change and storms grow stronger, the lessons of Ivan remain critical. It serves as a reminder that when nature unleashes its full force, preparedness, resilience, and adaptation are the keys to survival.